Hi Ohio, this video is for your Pick 3 Tic Tac method L shape. What that is, if you're new, is basically what I do is I go back about a month, and what I'm doing is I'm looking at the number that hit, and then the numbers that hit, like 3 past draws, and then adding those up for a sum. And then we take that sum and do an L shape tic-tac-toe backwards. And then from there, we pick out numbers that may be potentially hitting in the next 7, 14, or 21 days, in the next 7, 14, 21 days. For your state, it does seem to like Thursdays for this method. And then just keep in mind in this video, the example I'm going to be showing you with the sum is going to be lotto math. So keep that in mind. And here we go. All right, so on January 11, 2024, you had 970 hit. Before that was 988, 867, 082. And then to get the sum, you're going to add up that right column. 8 plus 7 is 15, plus 2, 17. Keep the 7. That middle column is 7 plus 8, which is 15, plus 6, 21, plus 8 is 29. Keep the 9. And then that left column is 9 plus 9, 18, plus, or not 19, 18, and then add 8, that's 20. Oh, I did that math wrong. Okay, so you're going to add the 9 plus 8, which is 17, and then plus 9, which is 26, and then keep the 6. And then from there, you're going to write that 796 backwards. And then I did circle them to make it more obvious. And then to get the box, you're going to add 1 to the 7 on the bottom. You're going to put 8 on top of that 7 and to the left of that 7. You're going to add 1 to the middle 8. That's 9, and then you add 1 to 9, which is 10, and keep the 0. Place that to the left. You're going to mirror the 7 on the bottom. That gives 2, and then you're going to add 1 to the 2, which is 3. And then that's how you get your L-shaped box there. If you do need to pause the video, go ahead. But it is important that this part makes sense for the rest of the video to make sense. So just make sure you do understand it before you move on. And then for the next 7 days, the numbers that hit were 982 and 986. And then so that will be the last example I'll be showing, or the only example I'll be showing as far as the math goes. So here we go with the rest. January 18, 2024, you had 882 hit, 901 hit before that, then 045 and 443. If you add those up, that's 161 for the sum. You're going to do your box as already shown, and then the next 7 days on that was 211 that hit, and 217 that hit in the next 21 days, or not the next 21, the next 7 days. All right, and then on January 25, 24, you had 147 hit, 211 hit before that, 046, 797, and sum was 081. You write out that box, and then from that you had 220 and 206 that hit in the next 7 days. And then on February 1, 2024, you had 601 hit. The sum with it was 278. You're going to write out the box as already shown. And then in the next 7 days, the numbers that hit were 129, 489, 493, 170. All right, and then on February 8, 2024, you had 468 fall, 755 hit before, 935 and 268, and that gives 206 for the sum. Write out the box as already shown, and then the numbers that hit in the next 7 days was 160, 281, 719. And then based on everything we just covered in the video, the potential numbers I like for the next 21 days, just a quick caveat here. I know in the video, I did go with the next 7 days for the examples. Some of the states are slower moving states, so do test it out with your state and see if it does like 7 days. If it doesn't like 7 days, then I would highly suggest moving the 7 days out to 14 days or even 21 days for some states, but you will have to test that out yourself to see what works for your state. All right, so the numbers that hit in the past like 4 days from your day draws. So I'm not counting today, which is February 16. I'm counting this from February 15, 2024, since that was a Thursday for your, and your state seems to like that day for these. So the number that hit yesterday was 629-281-530-160, and then the sum that we got was 490 from that. You're going to write out the box as already shown. And then the potential numbers, the pick 3 numbers I like in the next 21 days based on this box is 509, 625, 153, 392, 341, 601, 651, 392, 140, 046, 215, 915, 214-914. And then also something to also keep in mind, usually on this type, like this method, doubles are very, very tough to get. So it may show like it may just be obvious like the 911 or the 011, 211, 511, 611, 311, 411. But it may also be tricky. So if it ends up being tricky, it may show as the opposite double. So it might be like 900, 991, 221, 551, 661, 331, and 441. And then also these numbers may show how I'm not, exactly seeing it yet. So it may show like that 910 may show. Let's see if I did 952 already on this. Like a 952 and so on, okay? So Ohio, that is it. If you do have any questions or comments, just let me know in that comment section.